Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to be here with you again this week. And if you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch. And welcome. Glad to have you joining us today. My name is Amy and I have a bunch of fun things planned to show you today. And we are so close to 1,000 subscribers, which will have a big giveaway. I've been collecting some things for that giveaway and we're getting really close. So if you haven't subscribed and you're watching, hit that subscribe button so we can have a little party. But welcome. So glad to have you here. So this week, let's think about what happened this week. Basically, not a whole lot. Went out to my sister's. She lives across town, about an hour drive on the other side of town, and she lives kind of up against the White Tank Mountains and on a couple of acres. And so whenever we go out there, it kind of feels like you've left town because, you know, she's near the mountains, she's off a dirt road, there's horses across the street. So it kind of feels like you're somewhere else. So I went over there and spent the day with her and visited with her and her family and went swimming and just kind of hung out a little bit, and that was fun. And then on Thursday night, I think, we had my husband's mother's funeral service. We just watched it live on YouTube. Due to COVID, we didn't travel to Utah to go attend the service. We felt it was too risky due to the current circumstances. So my husband, and our family, we just watched it live on our TV. And thank goodness for technology to be able to do that and to participate remotely. And it was a very nice service and, you know, sad, but at least, you know, we were able to pay our respects to her that way. And then did a bunch of stitching this week, which was always a joy. And yeah, so let's get started. Let's kind of show you what I've been up to in the stitching world. So I'm super excited. I forgot to mention in my last video that when I completed my Snow Village chart, that was number 20 of my goal of stitching 20 in 2020. So yay, I'm so excited. So this week I actually finished another project, which puts me at 21 projects for this year. And I'm thrilled about that. I'm so excited. So let's get into my whips. So this first whip I'm going to talk about is Halloween Revelry. I'll put insert a picture here of the chart. And I had started it on Vintage Country Mocha, and it was 25 count, and I had tried stitching over 2, but I realized I didn't have enough fabric. So then I picked it out and I stitched over 1 and with 2 threads, and it was so tight. So then I picked that out and then I stitched over 1 and it was working, but it was a real struggle. I had gotten the top border done, and then I had dropped down and started on the pumpkin and stuff, and my stitches were disappearing, and they're so little, and I just wasn't enjoying it. So I have scrapped this project. I'm going to pick it out and save the fabric for something else. And I instead went into my fabric stash, and I found a piece of 28 count even weave. It's like a light blue color, and it's a little, it had been dunked kind of briefly in coffee tea dye. It's not any heavy modeling on it, but it kind of gave it a little bit of a grungier look. And so this is my new progress on it, and I'm enjoying it so much. I'm so glad I switched fabrics. Let me give you a close-up here of that. And so I got the top border all the way completed, started down the side border here, and I really like this. I'm it's moving much quicker. I'm not struggling, and it just feels better. So I'm glad I made the change up on this. I wanted to tell you about the colors I'm using for this. I'm going to use, let me pull the floss up here. So I'm using for the black in the project, or it's not, I'm using black coffee. And then I'm using these colors. I'm using, here we go. Whoop, I'm dropping them. This is harder than it looks. I'm going to use chalk for the white, hickory sticks, trail dust by Classic Colorworks, honeycomb by Classic Colorworks, English ivy by Classic Colorworks. I'm also going to use by Sulky. I'm going to use for my oranges and greens. I'm going to use 0621, 1833, and 1815. So I don't know if you can see these. Those colors. And then I'm also going to use Pelican Gray and Oscar. So all in all, so here are the colors I'm going to be using on it. I just pulled from my stash and I'm using floss that I have on hand. And so that's coming right along. So far I've stitched on that about 3.5 hours. So that's my Halloween revelry. And then I wasn't able to do any more stitching on my Snow Village. I will work on that this week, but I just have, here's my progress from the week before, if you've already seen it. No new progress on this one yet. I'll be stitching over here. Snow Boutique by Country Cottage Needleworks will be the next village piece I'm going to stitch on. And then my other whip turned into a finish, and it was my, where's the pattern? Okay, so then this week I worked on Little House Needlework Suffrage Act. It's a 100-year anniversary here this coming August. So I got a finish. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I posted a picture of it there. I love how it turned out so much. It was such a fun stitch. I really enjoyed the fabric. I enjoyed the colors, the floss colors. I did change her dress to, let me flip to the notes here, my book. I did change her dress. It was antique lace, and it was the same color as this pole here, but it's so white, and I wanted more modeling in her dress, and I saw that the academic stitcher had changed her dress to Gentle Arts antique lace to get that extra variegation in the floss color. So I really loved how that turned out. Did the bricks down here. In really small print down below here, I have 2020 in the same gold color, and then I put my initials here in blue on the side. And I've been back and forth about putting my initials and the date on the front of the pattern. I don't know if I like it, because I feel like it takes away from the design, but then at the same time, like, I want to have it documented for, you know, my grandkids and, you know, that sort of thing. So what do you think? Do you guys put your name and date on the front of your pieces, or do you leave it off? I went looking at Hobby Lobby yesterday to try to find something to mount this on, either a frame or something like that. And I couldn't really find anything there. The closest thing I found that I thought I might like was this 8x10 blue frame. So I thought I might mount it on here. I don't know. What do you think? Do you like that? I kind of like how it pulls the blue from the stitch piece from the frame. I think I might head over to Michael's and look and see what options they have for finishing this. But right now, this is the best thing I could find that I liked. So they have some white frames, but the fabric is so brown that it just really was kind of like shocking to the eye. So that's why I thought this blue would be nice. I wish the blue was the blue frame was a little larger. I feel like it's a little small. I would like a little bit more of a border around it. So we'll see. I'm going to go check out Michael's and see what they have and see if there's anything there that jumps out at me. But that's my finish, and that's also my 21st start and finish for 2020. So I've definitely met my goal, and I'm thrilled by that. It was a fun goal to set. That's it. That's on my whip. So as far as my plans for this coming week, I'm going to start Halloween rules. And I was able to dye the fabric that I've been talking about for weeks now today. So let me show you. I have some videos I'm going to put in of the dyeing process. And this was a really big piece. This was 27 count Ivory Linda fabric. So it was a quite large piece of fabric because I want to do Halloween rules all on one piece and all, a long chart. So this is the fabric. This is how it turned out. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see the modeling on it. I like it. I've used RIT dye. I did dark brown and a tan color. And I think it turned out nice overall. So that's the fabric I'm going to use. And then let me show you, I pulled floss from my stash. Actually, I have a picture. I'll insert a picture here of all the floss colors I'm going to use. That'll be easier. And so definitely going to be starting this week. I want to try to figure out the border. The border's free on the Lizzie Kate website, so I need to go figure out the border and how that's going to all work. But there's all my floss colors there. So I'm going to start that. And I'm also going to work on my Snow Village this week. And I have a Christmas present I've already started that I'm going to continue to work on also this week. When I dyed that fabric, I also dyed 2 pieces of 28 count even weave. Let me show you how those turned out. Those were 28 count antique white even weave. So they were kind of a yellowish fabric. And so it kind of pulled a little redder of a color. And I don't know if I like it. So before I do anything else to it, I think I'm just going to wait until I have a pattern I want to use on it and then see what color I want to go to. I don't know. It didn't turn out really the color I really liked on it. I didn't really like it. I also dyed 28 count white even weave, and that didn't pull as red. I got some really good modeling on that. So, quite a large piece I got here. So there's that. Don't know if I'm a fan of it, to be honest. I don't know. It's a little redder than I thought it would be. So we'll see. I had a question about my sewing room here that I'm in, my stitching room, and these windows, and they wanted to know about, like, having them just wide open. And there are blinds. They're just hidden by my window treatment up above. And so I can let the blinds down and have privacy at night. And during the day, there are sunscreens on the windows to help keep the sun out. And I can see out, but when you're outside, you can't see in. So it's actually pretty private. I don't have to worry about like everybody seeing what I'm doing. See my stitching through the windows. So, and I also got a TV in here this week so I can watch my FlossTube while I'm stitching. So I'm loving that. So that's kind of fun, some updates. And then this week I purchased an Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs. I've seen several people stitching this, and it's just really beautiful, and I had to get it. I mean, that fruit bowl, the pineapple, and the blue house is so pretty. So I picked up that pattern. I also ordered from Teresa Kogut her angel kindness cards, and these cards are so nice. They're great quality. They have her angels on them with a little bit of encouragement, words of wisdom on the back, and they're really sturdy. They're almost like a playing card thick. And I thought, you know what would be neat to do with these is to punch holes in them. It'd be neat to punch holes in them and use them as floss cards in your project bags. Wouldn't that be kind of fun and cool? So I might order another set to do that with them, to punch holes in them and use them. But they're just beautiful, really pretty cards. This one here I have says, spread love everywhere you go. That's by Mother Teresa. And on the back it says, live with courage and share your light with others. So I thought that was very appropriate for the world we're in today. And then I also received some more fabric. I ordered some more 27 count white Linda fabric. It's 36 by 55. I got 2 big pieces because I have to do Christmas rule. I want to do Christmas rules also, and that needs a big piece. So before I dye this, I'm going to watch some more tutorials on YouTube and see if I can't get better coloring and technique down. I actually like the technique I came up with the modeling. I just need to tweak the colors a little bit more to my liking. So then I received that. And I think that's all my haul. Oh, I do have more haul. Hang on. I also picked up from Hobby Lobby this for stitching with the housewives for Chelsea and Priscilla. Their new pattern is going to be coming out in a month or so. Trick or Treat with the Witch is so adorable. I'll sort of picture here. And she finished it on this from Hobby Lobby. So I went and got mine. Right now, the fall is 40% off, and normally it's $34.99, and then you take 40% off of that. It's not too bad, like around $20-something. But so I got this to save for that pattern because I like the finish. I like the fact that it's on a stand, and I'll be able to stand it up anywhere on the floor or on a shelf or on a dresser or, you know, tabletop. So I picked up that at Hobby Lobby for 40% off. And I think that does wrap it up. A little quick video this week. I hope you're all doing well and getting a lot of stitching in. And oh, that reminds me, I wanted to do a drawing. We're going to have a giveaway. Since I finished Suffragette by Little House Needleworks, I'm going to pass a stash to you. So, if you would like to enter the giveaway for this pattern that I finished stitching, you need to make a comment below, and let's have you say vote. Mention vote in your comment, and I will draw a winner next week before my next video, and one of you will win my pass a stash and win this chart that I just finished stitching. So if you're interested, just make sure you mention the word vote. You need to be 18 years old to enter the giveaway because you have to supply me with your address so I can mail it to you. And you don't say giveaway, don't say contest, don't say win, nothing like that in your comment, because people troll the YouTube looking to enter giveaways, and I want this to go to one of you, and someone who will actually stitch it maybe someday. So don't say giveaway, and you need to be a subscriber. We want to hit that 1,000 mark. I have been collecting some patterns for a nice big giveaway. So we're in the 900s. We're getting close. So let's tell your friends, share the word, and spread the word, and let them know about my channel. I really appreciate all your comments. Every time I open up my phone and check my email and I have a new comment from you, I just love reading them. It just brightens my day. And really, really appreciate it. If you're not following me on Instagram, here's my Instagram name for you to look me up and follow me on Instagram. And I think that's it. Have a great week and talk to you more soon. All right, bye. Okay, per the instructions, I have my big 5-gallon bucket, and I've added some really hot water with the dish detergent and salt. And I'm waiting for my pot of hot water to boil to add into this. I just used a teapot to kind of get the salt melting. And so once I get that big pot of boiling water in, I'll add the RIT dye. So step 1 in the works, here we go. Okay, I've dumped in about 2 gallons or almost 3 gallons of boiling hot water, and with half of a bottle of the tan RIT dye. Following the instructions, adding the salt and the liquid soap, and I have my 28 count white even weave fabric that I'm going to put in here and see how it goes. All right. Okay, it's been in here for about 30 seconds and it's already looking light, very tan. I don't know if I want to leave it in there much longer. I'm going to take it out. I don't want it to get too much darker. Okay, that fabric was in there for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. That's the color of it. I went ahead and took it out. Okay, I poured about that much of the dark brown RIT dye in a quart jar. I'm going to put a couple of cups of hot water in there, and then I'm going to drizzle it on top of these 2 pieces of fabric. Wish me luck. Okay, so this is what I got. This is a little nerve-wracking, I ain't gonna lie. Uncharted area. Oh my gosh, look at this. I am so nervous how it's gonna look when it dries. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's all I can say. Linda 27 count piece of fabric. Oh my gosh. These were 2 28 count Monaco antique white pieces of even weave, and they looked kind of yellow before I dyed them, and I really like this color of the tan. I don't even think I'm going to model it. We'll see what color it is when it dries. This is a 28 count Monaco. It was antique white, which really looked yellow, and so I just threw it in the tan RIT dye for about 5 to 8 minutes. And I really think I like the color it is without any modeling, so I'm going to let it dry and see how it looks tomorrow. Okay, this is a 28 count even weave by Zweigart Artiste fabric. It's pulling a little bit of a pink color to me. We'll see when it dries.